everyone, welcome to We Need the Moon. My name's Tracey and I'm here with Dee.
Hi.
Today we are doing our moon circle based around new moon in Sagittarius. For those of you that have joined us before, you will know that we do a moon circle based around every full and new moon. We take what house or zodiac the moon is in this instance in Sagittarius, and we run a little workshop, taster theme, moon circle, however you want to call it, around what this moon energy means for you. So just to give you a little bit of a guide as to how our little moon circle works, I'm going to talk you through just a few bits that you will need to get started. And then Dee here is going to guide us through a lovely meditation, Dee, ritual, practice. It's called Grains of Truth today. So I think there's just a little bit of craft work in there as well. It's a different one to what we normally do.
Yeah, physical activity. I'm really excited about this.
Physical activity, there's the word I'm looking for. Around new moon in Sagittarius. And then we're going to talk through exactly what this energy means, how we can use it, what to look out for, etc., etc. Before Dee starts on her practical workshop, almost feels a bit like Blue Peter today as well, Dee. I'm excited about this.
And don't worry, I'll let everyone know what they need and everything for it. So don't worry if you haven't come prepared with all your crafts.
But as always, we recommend that you just get yourself into a comfy place, happy place, peaceful, quiet, sacred place, where you can really focus on this activity today and not have any distractions from what we're trying to achieve. We always give you a guide to the aromas, essential oils, teas, smells, fragrances, foods to harness this new moon energy. Today is bergamot, calendula. Calendula. Always a difficult one on my list. I
do it on purpose because I like hearing you say things. Hyssop. I guess that one. I don't know.
Oh, lemon balm, cedarwood, and neroli. It's a nice tongue twister for me today when I struggle with reading and pronouncing. We will run through their meanings. If any of them shout out to you, grab them now and use them. Or perhaps there's something else you're feeling the vibes of today and you've got your diffuser going or your cup of tea or something else. There's no rules. Go with whatever you're feeling. And the guided stones for this new moon in Sagittarius, the crystals, Opal, beautiful translucent stone, Labradorite and Mookaite. So some interesting ones there that haven't popped up regularly. I'll hand you over to Dee, who's going to do our practice today.
I'm really excited about this one because we'll talk a bit more about what new moon in Sagittarius means, but it's very much an optimistic, adventurous feeling and energy with the new moon combined with Sagittarius. So there's a lot of energy and fire. You might find that you're craving new experiences right now. You want to learn something new. You want to do something new. And it's the perfect time of the year for it. The problem is that you might be having trouble focusing on the bigger picture because you're so busy doing all of your things. You're so busy doing that you don't have very much time reflecting or strategizing. You might be fighting with people or having conflict with people, and maybe that person is your inner critic who is saying that something isn't possible for you. You don't like hearing that at this point in time. No one likes hearing it, but ever, I don't think. But now you're really struggling with people who are giving off that vibe. Because you are going through a really super confident time right now. So enjoy it. Confidence is not cockiness or arrogance. Confidence is just not crippling yourself with self-doubt. You know that you're striving for that fuller life. You're heading towards that fuller, enriched life. And you're motivated and you feel independent and you have a strong mindset right now. It's just such a lovely energy, I think. I'm Aries, so it lends itself very well to my driven, doing character. Obviously, for some people that it might feel quite uncomfortable or feel like it's going against the grain a bit because maybe you are more reflective normally and this is a very active doing sign. But try to enjoy it. It is a great time if you have any personal goals that you're hoping to work towards in the next couple of weeks. now is a great time to focus on them, as with any new moon, but combined with Sagittarius and actual ability to get those things done. Great. So try to get as much as you can done before the next full moon, because you will just be on a high in terms of energy. Sagittarius is a mutable sign. We don't often talk too much about whether a sign is fixed, mutable, cardinal. You do sometimes, Tracey. I quite often skip over it. So it'd be great maybe in the next podcast season to learn a bit more about them. But it means that it shakes loose one energy in preparation for the next. Isn't that a great way to describe it?
Yeah, it's kind of transformable. So it's not fixed on one idea. Yeah. So even though it is fire, ambitious driven, it has that kind of interchangeable energy, relaxed vibe about it, which is really lovely to have. Yeah.
And again, combined with the new moon, which is all about new beginnings and fresh starts and new energy.
It does sit well. With
great,
some.
Right?
Yeah, with some.
So now's the time to work out what you want for your next goal or your next adventure and start striding towards it. So with that in mind, we are going to do a guided visualization together called the Grains of Truth. This meditation is from crystalwind.ca. Do check them out if you are interested in doing some further meditations. So I want you to close your eyes, relax into your body, turn your attention inwards, and start focusing on your breath. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. Now we'll have a 2-minute silence just so that we can leave behind the day, everything you've been doing. You've probably been rushing around to get everything done today so that you can join us. So let's just close our eyes and spend 2 minutes just focusing on our breath. If your mind wanders, don't worry. Just bring it back to your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Now we're going to start this creative visualization. I want you to imagine that you are about to receive a package. It's a present. It is something that you will genuinely value. It will come in a box that you will need to open. Imagine this box. What color is it? What does it have on it? What is intriguing you to open it right away? I want you to stay in this meditative state and open your mind and let your imagination show you this box. Start to wonder, where did it come from? Is it something I ordered online and forgot about? Is it a surprise from a friend, from a family member? Did it come in the mail? Was it hand delivered? Was it waiting for you on the doorstep? On your front porch? This means of discovery, the location your mind chooses, it may hold an important symbolic clue about how you expect good things to come into your life. So pay special attention to that. Now have a look at what you found. What kind of box is it? How large? Is it easy to get into? Is it firmly taped shut? Was the box in a paper sack? Fancy bag? Is it gift wrapped? Is it wrapped in brown package paper? Does it have stickers on it? Is your name on it? How is your name on it? Is it printed on a label? Is it handwritten? Is it in cursive? Does the vision of the box give you any indication at this point of where it comes from? Or is it finders keepers? Maybe there's no name on it, but you just have an intuition that this gift is coming into your life for a reason. Do you have any hopes or expectations about what it may contain? Are there any clues on the outside about what it might contain? What would you like to discover inside? Now, I'm going to let you open the box so that you can actually see what's inside of it. So I want you to visualize yourself opening the box. You imagined it. What is the process involved in opening it? Do you need to untie a ribbon? Do you need to rip the paper? Do you need to peel back the sellotape? Now that you've got it open, what's inside? Is it one item? Is it several items? How do you feel about what you found inside? Now, I want you to put those items to the side, or that item to the side, and I want you to check the box again carefully. I want you to dig a little deeper. Among the items is a small bottle of what looks like sugar sprinkles. Or maybe it's beads, or maybe it's pebbles. What does your small bottle contain? Is it sprinkles like you get on cupcakes and cookies? Little stones that remind you of the last time you had a beach holiday? The beads? Maybe it's something completely different. This bottle, you notice it's labeled, and it's labeled grains of truth. Now the instructions that come with this bottle of your grains of truth say that you need to shake your bottle And within 24 hours, you will receive an important piece of truth that you need to know about yourself, your life, your beliefs, your situation, your relationships, something of value in your life. Just what that might be will be something that you need to discover. So when you use this gift, when you decide to shake your grains of truth bottle, you'll need to do so with an open heart and an open mind. You need to want to discover this grain of truth. Now, I want you to take a moment to give an appropriate thanks for your gift to whoever your benefactor was, or whoever you believe that to be. Now, we're going to slowly return. Focus on our breathing again. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. Slowly opening your eyes and coming back into the room. Now, what I want you to do, and hopefully today, but in the next couple of days, is I want you to actually make yourself a grains of truth bottle. So find yourself a bottle, a jar, be creative, whatever you've got at the back of your kitchen. It could be some Tupperware, whatever you find that can be sealed. And again, however you imagined these grains to be, if you can find something similar, maybe you have the exact item that you imagined. Maybe you thought buttons because you are a sewer, or beads. So fill your grains of truth bottle with whatever you decide to fill it with, maybe sunflower seeds or something like that. If you can label it grains of truth, do that. And then what I want you to do is in the morning, if you're feeling open-minded, if you're feeling like it, I want you to sprinkle your grains of truth bottle while asking the universe to show you your most important personal truth during the day. Keep an open mind and an open heart as you notice the lessons, messages, experiences, and other gifts from the universe that arrive to answer you in your request. Given that Sagittarius is the sign known for generosity and bounty, you may find that you get quite a few messages. Keep notes, keep it journaling it, jot it on your phone. At the end of the day, write down in some permanent place what you feel like you've learned that day, what you've discovered, what you were told. It may be one important message that was repeated several times throughout the day. It may be 20 or more messages of instruction and help. They may be clustered around a central theme or completely random and unrelated. Consider briefly why you were given these particular messages. You may get even more surprising answers. By the way, this is a fabulous exercise for increasing your intuitive skills. Then, once you've made note of these answers, act on these messages in ways that seem appropriate. Incorporate the wisdom into your daily life and choices. And I want you to continue with this exercise every time you feel the urge to seek and receive more grains of truth. After all, there's an endless supply. And then share what you know. Maybe share this learning technique. Give thanks for all your blessings. Above all, give thanks. Gratitude is like fertilizer in the way the universe responds to it. If you want more of something in your life, give thanks for what you have and ask for it. So there you go. That's our guided visualization and little activity for you to take on and be able to use this exercise throughout life and have a physical manifestation of this visualization. So I would love for you to post your grains of truth creations on our social media. We'd love to see how it manifested itself into reality for you and how you got along with the visualization and this activity.
Oh, yeah. Dee, I love it. Our first ever practical Blue Peter style
little activity to do. I know.
Circle. Oh, I like that. And the thing as well that I like the idea of is that you are collecting little grains, little stones, little trinkets to remind you of your life's adventures. So hopefully each one will have meaning as you collate it together, which, as Dee mentioned, is all about Sagittarius. It is the adventurer, the traveller, the one that seeks new experiences and wants to explore.
Everyone's grains of truth jar or can or whatever, everyone's is going to be very different and very personal to them.
So Dee mentioned new moon in Sagittarius is a mutable sign. Sits very well in lots of different scenarios and situations. It's really adaptable. With that, it's a traveller. So loves to go to new places, experience new things, meet new people. Very courageous. It's a fire sign, so really independent, really enthusiastic. The kind of energy where you wake up in the morning and go, hey, let's just do something completely new today, which is lovely. And if you're in the right headspace and the right energy, perhaps it will sit well with some signs more than others. This is a really lovely time to have personal growth, find new projects, and be free-spirited and live. But for others, it may be a little bit overwhelming. And so as Dee is there saying, this is an amazing new moon, I can't think of anything better than going on adventures and seeing new things. Me as a Taurus, as an earth sign who needs my stability, my roots, my grounding stability, can't think of anything worse than getting up in the morning and not knowing exactly what the plan is, where the toilets are, what time we're leaving, what time we'll get back. And although it's an adventure, it has to be planned probably a week or 2 weeks in ahead. Some signs, maybe earth, may wobble a little bit. But it's always there to push you, right? New moon is about adding new challenges, embracing new experiences, and pushing you to your full potential. And sometimes that means you have to take out things and do things that you may feel a bit uncomfortable with. And for earth signs, that may be a little bit of travel. It may be staying in places that aren't as comfortable to you. For me, I'd love to go to maybe like India or a country where there aren't the home comforts to really test my grounding earth nature to see how I cope with that. And new moon in Sagittarius kind of has that theme. So use this energy to plan things like that and to really embrace that passion, that practicality, that drive, that courage. Be open to new ideas, experience new projects, be free-spirited, and always live life to the full. So our summary on our sheets, which you can download from our website for new moon in Sagittarius. The new moon in Sagittarius, be bold, be courageous, be free-spirited. There's a lot to learn and use from this new moon energy. For some of us, there could be a lot of different avenues, a lot of different paths, a lot of different directions to take. So although it's great to go on an adventure and be free-spirited, make sure you are going down the right path and using this time wisely. You're going to feel in this new moon energy a mission to find some sort of purpose, to do something fun, to do something different, to go outside of the normal 9 to 5, get up, go to work, come home, spend the weekend watching movies. You'll want to get out there and to enjoy life. For some of us, this comes easy. You can just get up and experience the world. For me, like I say, I need a bit of planning. For some, we just don't have any sense of direction at all, and it can be really tricky to find which path and where to start. Sitting at your computer, I want to do something fun today. You type that in Google, like what answers are you going to get? Where do you start? So use this moon to really journal and take note of what kind of fun things you want to do. Maybe make a list of countries you want to visit, people you want to spend time with, maybe even take yourself back to when was your last adventure, would you like to do it again, what did you like, what didn't you like, etc., etc. So focus, reassess your goals and your mission in life and your direction on where you're heading. So to do, spend some time meditating on what's important to you right now, practice gratitude and make sure you're enjoying life. So I have friends who will go to Africa and camp in the middle of a desert somewhere, and that's their adventure. For me, getting in a car and going an hour outside my house and staying in a hotel is an adventure. Some people,
relative.
it's very relative. Michael, my partner, used to pre-lockdown have to travel for work. Every couple of weeks he was on a plane going to a new destination. This became a very normal activity for him. For me, getting on a plane is a very big activity. It takes me outside my comfort zone. Going to a new country, a new place, etc. is a very big deal. I couldn't imagine having to do that every 2 weeks. So you're right, Dee, it's all relative, and meditating and understanding yourself and what an adventure is and getting it right is the key to new moon in Sagittarius. Don't push yourself so you're not enjoying the adventure because you think it's what you should be doing. But equally, don't just sit there and think, well, I'm comfy here and I don't need to go outside or do anything, because life's to live. And even if it is just getting up and going to your neighbouring town or walking a different route, these all count as different adventures taking you outside of your zone, outside of your comfort. So find out what balances it for you and what adventure means to you and what moving forward means to you and what being courageous means to you as well. Because one person's fear is another person's norm, etc., etc. We're all different. The aromas for this new moon in Sagittarius are bergamot. Pops up quite a lot, this one. Really nice citrusy one. It's great to uplift you. As is another one we added, which is neroli. Really nice uplifting fragrance. So if you're feeling a bit flat, can't get off your bottom, can't motivate yourself to go for even a walk right now, get the bergamot and neroli burning, have it near you, find ways to incorporate it into your aromas, and hopefully that will give you a little bit of inspiration and a bit of a lift to see a different path. Hyssop, lemon balm.
Love it. Also known as Melissa.
Oh, okay. So we have that in its essential oil form in our shop. Boost thinking. So really good one to make your brain work a little bit more if you're trying to plan that adventure.
It's a great one for tea, herbal tea. Just on its own, it's a really nice, relaxing yet uplifting tea.
So have a cup of lemon balm and then you'll get loads of new ideas. Yeah, hopefully. Basically. Let us know.
In a relaxed way. Relaxing ideas.
Cedarwood, really nice base note. I always get cedarwood and sandalwood mixed up. To me, they smell very similar. It's like woody, earthy, musky tone, your base notes to mix with your more uplifting oils. But there is a really comforting one. So if you are pushing yourself outside your comfort zones a little and you need a little bit of comfort along the way, like me, you may be an earth sign and you just need that little bit of familiarity or that bit of grounding. And cedarwood's a really nice oil to use to balance all these new ideas and adventures that we're using this new moon for. Unsurprisingly, the element for new moon in Sagittarius is fire. Driven, creative, courageous, spontaneous, definitely self-sufficient. And Sagittarius, needless to say, this energy sits well with the other fire signs as well. The go-getters, the ones that are really excited to try new things and do.
Courageous is probably a key word to describe Sagittarius, isn't it?
Yeah, very courageous. But in a way that I don't think Sagittarius sees it. Like I say, if you are a Sagittarius or you have this in elements of your sign, I think adventure and travel is just part of your core being, and it's not something you need courage to do. It's something that it's part of you. And it's something that we can all learn from, admire, and try and take a little bit of. So affective organs, we always list what's affected, and we've recently learnt that this comes from the ancient Greeks who used astrology and the zodiac signs to pinpoint areas of the body that would be affected by energy in a certain sign. So Sagittarius is linked with the liver, hips and lower back. So keep a lookout, take special care of these, make sure you do your full body MOT. We always advise that if you check the affective organs for each phase, by the time the year's up, you've done your full body MOT. Tarot is the wands associated with fire. So keep an eye out if any wands pop up in your card readings or if they don't.
Or if you don't have enough, if you don't have any wands, do you need more fire? Do you need more Sagittarius?
You need a bit more of an oomph, a bit more passion, drive, dare, courage, all that lovely theme to do with Sagittarius. The crystals, Dee. Interesting ones that I said before don't normally pop up. Opal, beautiful stone. We like the translucent fancy ones, don't we, Dee? Not too expensive, but
not too expensive.
Opal meaning is passion, which I was quite shocked at. Not looked into the meaning of opal until now. I thought it would be more to do with love and luck, but it's actually passion and drive. So it kind of comes into a little bit of the category of, your warm fire stones, which is surprising. Labradorite, another really nice translucent stone. I love this one. You hold it up and it's got loads of different colours in there. It kind of shines all different colours under different lights. One that you can just stare at for ages. I call it the trippy stone because it's one that kind of taps into your subconscious level, like your psychic awareness. But in this instance, it's really good for transformation. So I'd imagine it's good for thinking outside the box, taking you off track a little bit, pushing that change, pushing you into a little bit of a zone that you wouldn't really go to. Because you can't explore new adventures, right, without actually trying new things. So use your Labradorite to find them. And mookaite.
Love it.
Odd looking little stone that is.
I know.
And sharp, and people pick it up and I'm like, what is this? And I'm like, it's mookaite.
I know, it looks like a marzipan that's been rolled up, different coloured marzipan that's been rolled up and cut into slices or something.
It looks like if you got a chunk of Mars, the planet Mars.
Yeah.
And had it as a stone. That's how I
Which is obviously where the word marzipan comes from. Just joking.
Ah.
I'm joking. Oh my God.
You say that, but it could be.
Maybe.
The affirmation for Sagittarius, I mean, this just clearly sits well with this sign. I enjoy all my life adventures.
Because adventures are not always comfortable, are they? No. They can be challenging and put us outside of our comfort zones. So it's a good reminder that it's worth it and it's all part of the adventure. And yeah, we're enjoying it. We're alive.
And how many times, Dee, are you at a dinner party and how many times do stories pop up of like funny stories, which at the time seemed awful? You may have been stuck in the middle of a desert somewhere and you're in a tent and you've got no food and, it's awful. It's a really scary experience. Fast forward 2 years later, it's a funny story to tell, right?
And you're loving that you did that. It gave you experiences, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So remind yourself that even though they're scary, even though it's out of comfort zones, even though it's going off grid to what you sometimes do every day, you enjoy all your life adventures. And finally, numerology, the number 3, imaginative, which I think is lovely for Sagittarius, creative, dreamy, adaptable, but can be flightsy. So keep a lookout for the number 3 if it pops up. Maybe these words are ringing true with you. You are in a bit of a dreamy, flightsy, imaginative. Make your list, maybe places you want to go. Make your grains of truth jar. Enjoy your new moon in Sagittarius, everyone. Hopefully it's created some ideas of how you can use this energy. We will be back for our next full moon circle where we take you through a guide of all the things to do with the next full moon in its zodiac. But until then, if you need any information, the sheet that I've just guided you through, everything is on our website, weneedamoon.co.uk.
And I should say, if you want to be super prepared for your new moons and your full moons without having to think too much about it, then we have our exciting new subscription box, don't we?
We do.
Which means that every month you will get a box full of lovely surprises that will prepare you. It will be a combination of crystals, oils, and loads of other goodies, surprises each month related to that lunar cycle and the zodiac signs associated with it. So you'll be ready for our moon circles and life.
Yeah, so check out all of our goodies, including those boxes. We've made it easy for you on our website. Yeah. Oh, well, thanks for listening, everyone. Happy new moon in Sagittarius.
Have fun, and we'll see you at the next full moon. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
If you enjoyed that and you want more from us, why don't you head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/We Knew the Moon, and check out some bonus content.
Also, if you want to stay up to date, you can follow us on our Facebook page at we.new.the.moon. If you could leave us a review on our Facebook page, that would mean a lot.
Our Instagram handle is the same as our Facebook, at we.new.the.moon. We are on Twitter at WeKnewTheMoon1, and we are also on Pinterest. Just search for We Knew the Moon.
Finally, if you want lots more fun, moon info and all things spiritual, plus our lovely shop, please visit our website, weknewthemoon.co.uk.